All right, everybody. So for anybody who wants to see how to replace one of these panels, the homeowner came over here and was working and running some wire, and he went ahead and pulled this piece down, which I was hoping to get on video, but that's all right. But what I wanted everybody to see about this, now that we have this panel off, look at this. I didn't think for a second that the year model of this house would have wires over the top of the rafters. Look at that. So you got your metal roof, a little bit of insulation, wires over the top of the rafters. Unfreaking believable. And look at this one. This one here runs the lights. It's over the top of the rafter. Look at that. Oh, unbelievable. These are the ones that I hate, everybody. I hate it when they run wire over the top of the rafter. The ones I hate. Huh?
Metal rubs.
Yeah, metal's always rubbing on that wire. Yeah. So that means when we put a rubber roof on this thing, because of the way this one here was all the way over here. So if I put a roof on this thing, I would have been in trouble. I would have probably screwed my boards right to it. So this one here is going to have 1x and 2x4s on top of it in order to get off the wires. Because apparently all the wire that runs up these walls run to the lights. So this one here, you can see this one here runs this light. It's through the ceiling, probably over the rafters, into the ceiling, probably over to the light, over the top of the rafters, probably. So disappointed to see this. So when I run into these and we put rubber roofs on them, we have to raise the whole roof 3/4 to 1.5 inches just to get up off of our wires. But first thing we're gonna do is cut a whole bunch of holes in the roof just to find out where the wires are running, because they're on top. Look at that. You see that? That's a tin roof. The wires are on top of the rafters. I don't get it. It's a tin roof. Wires run over the top of the rafters, not inside. They could have easily ran all the wires inside of the roof. I don't know why they would throw them on top like that. But anyway, we're replacing the ceiling panel because it was bad. And he pulled it down because he wanted to see where these wires were running. Kind of glad he did. Well, not that we would have done it anyway, but over the top. See what kind of rafters you got in here? This is like a solid 2x2, but this up here is like a 1x2 or 3/4 inch by 2. They did run strapping, Paul. That's the metal, them pieces we found in feeling up top. 1x4s. 1x4s.
There's these made out of metal too.
Yeah, the gussets are metal. That's nice. That's one thing I do like. The gussets are metal instead of a little Jacob ladder wood thing. So I do like that. That makes them really strong as compared to the others. So I like the little metal gussets. Paul, the best thing we could do would be to go on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Find them, go dead on top of them.
Yeah, add another one to it.
Add another one right to the top of it.
Well, there you go, 1x4. That's 1x2.
Yeah, 1x2, 1x2s. It's just a 1x2, but if we run a 1x4 on top of it,
yeah,
we know we're not going to hit wire that way. Except for the outsides don't have them, so we're going to have to make sure we look at this. Anyway, we have these. We'll have to cut a hole. We'll have to cut a hole. So we might have to take some more paneling out of here. Find out where they all run. Be easier to see them from the inside.
Lights.
I know, all the lights.
All the lights.
It'd be easier to see where these wires are, because I'm sure this one probably goes right up there and straight over to that light. These ones here probably come up here and go straight over to that light.
That switch, this light.
That switch, that light, yep. So he needs to get this paneling off of here so we can find out where all these wires are, Paul. This is, I hate them when they do them like this. So now we know all the wires are on top of the rafters. We don't like it when that happens, but just be aware. If you're a mobile home, To be honest with you, I didn't even know they did this in the 80s, mobile homes. Never seen it before, Paul. First time I've seen it, but over the top. That's what your rafters look like, everybody. If you tear off your roof, that's what you're gonna see. This is a actual 2x2 that runs across here. And then that's a 3/4 inch by, I guess, 1.5 inches. I do like the metal gussets. And they did run 1x4s all the way down through here so that their wire could go under it, obviously. But we always got to be careful when we run ours that we don't run a screw. I mean, I could easily be putting a screw right there, and I'll screw right into the rafter if I do. So I have to raise this whole roof 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches up, and put my OSB down to it. What's you got there, Paul?
See what 8-foot breaks that.
Paul's getting ready to come in here and finish this bathroom plywood. I've got a few things that I've got to do today, so Paul's just going to handle this himself. Homeowner's on his way. Paul, when he's here, let him know how important it is that all this paneling gets gone before we start the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we know where the wires are. That way we don't have to do any guesswork on the roof when we're working.
Yeah.
We'll know. We'll know that them are the areas we need to go look at and trace the wires. Yeah, definitely, because these wires up and over the rafters. Unbelievable. What makes it so stupid is they have all this room in between the rafter right here. They could run all their wires. Why they would put them on the... I want to swear so bad I can't stand it.
Don't do it.
I know it, damn it. I want to. I don't understand it. But anyway, that's where we're at. This thing will have a new roof on it. We just have to be careful of this kind of stuff. So, away we go.